Hello everybody, this is Ali Ruimi here. I've got three pools to introduce to you today. I'm going to go through one of the pools as an example for the two second and third ones. Alright, just to give you a small idea, if there's any questions as to how bank mortgages work or buying notes, basically take a look at my other videos, how and what to do with the bank notes once you purchase them. Generally, we turn them over and you see your investment back within the first 90 days. That is the goal. Because once we start working with the loans, we have so much money on paper that we can play around with that we can get your investment fairly quickly, and then it's just profit there onwards. Here you got, on this first pool, for example, you've got, well, just one more piece of information about background as to what we do. We can also service these loans for you. All that is on our website. Get back to the person that sent you this for more information about us. Also, if there's any brokers involved, brokers, please add any fees, any percentages on top of what I'm presenting here as a flat fee to your buyer or a flat percentage amount. And that's pretty much it. We're dealing directly with the banks. We have no in-betweens, and you're buying these directly from us. This specific pool we closed on this week, and we've broken it up into three parts from the original purchase, closing with GMAC and Granite. And here is the breakdown as to now the opportunity to purchase these notes individually or as entire portions. Okay, so you can either grab all three pools in bits and pieces, individual notes. It's really up to you. The more you buy, the better deal we can give you. And don't look at the purchase price or the offer price. I mean, really, it's you offer whatever you want, and we take all offers on the table, and we'll take it from there. All right, this one here is an original value of 5.2 million. Okay, you got 34 notes in this package. The unpaid balance, the paper that you're buying, the mortgage, the debt that you're purchasing, is 3.647 million. Okay. When it was performing, the mortgage payments, the principal and interest was total for these 34 notes approximately $27,000 a month, $330,000 a year. The rental value, I did the comps for these. If you were to rent them in today's marketplace, you're looking at about $30,000 a month or $340,000 a year of rental income. Okay. The value today for these properties is about, I did the comps myself. You also have Zillow.com values in there, which I'll pull up in a second. The value today is $1.875 million. Okay. The flip sale value is a value that I put in there that's 20% below market value. We wholesale properties all the time, and therefore we can sell this value tomorrow once you own it for $1.5 million. Now, of course, since this is these are banknotes, sometimes it'll be cash for keys. Anyway, refinancing or reperforming. So really, to flip them, there's a whole bunch of steps we need to go through, which you'll see in my other videos. The bank asking price, the asking price for these was $1.8 million. Okay. Which represents, approximately about 50% of the unpaid balance. Okay. Now we're going to offer $1,094,000, about 30% of the total mortgage amount. Okay, that the bank is getting rid of. If we were to flip it tomorrow, we are looking at a flip profit of $406,000. So if we sold it for 1.5 and you purchased it for 1.09. then we're looking at a profit of $400,000. Okay, if you were to rent them out, all the properties, rent them out or reperform them or get them to pay the P&I, you're looking at about a 31% return on your money. Much better than you get at the bank. So finder's fee, again, our fee is included in the purchase price. If you came through a broker, please contact the broker that sent you this, and they will, explain to you what fees they have in order to put us together. If you came to me directly, then great. Good for you. The second pool here is very similar to the first and to the third. Okay, you can look at this over on your own time. I have here the list of addresses, and just to give you an example, I'm going to go through the different sections. I have here in the first section the unpaid balance. So the unpaid balance on that specific property. Okay, so this one here is $52,000. The value today, okay, based on Zillow.com's values. The value, there's no typo here. The value of the, hold on, oops. All right, the value of the monthly rent. So the average monthly rent here, okay. You have also the purchase price, how much you're paying for this note. So this specific one, you're paying $15,887. First or second position, these are all first position loans, first position mortgages, and they're all non-performing. This is the loan number. You have the property address, the city, zip code, the original balance, okay, because some of the balance was paid off already, the interest rate that it was when they were paying, the monthly payments when they were paying, and I go on here. I have here the property name. Is it a single family home, a condo, etc.? Is it owner occupied, tenant occupied, or is it vacant? If it's vacant, we can rent it. And then when were the last payments done? The addresses, the mailing addresses of the owners, and then you have here, lien numbers if there's any liens, and descriptions. Okay. These properties for the most part don't have any liens on them, and if they do, the good part is you could kick them back. We can return any loans that are problematic. Okay, we assure you for that, and we protect you in that interest. All right, so I'm going to go through two listings here, two properties. I'm going to start with this one here on Sandstone Lane. Okay, just give me a moment here. Okay, Sandstone Lane. All right, 1 second here. Sorry. Beacon Street. Actually, sorry, we're going to start with 26th Avenue. Okay, this is part of pool number 2. Okay, all right. I went to Zillow.com. Well, actually, I'm gonna do the exercise and show you how it works. Okay, we're gonna start with Sandstone Lane. Okay, I'm kind of gonna go to Zillow.com. All right. Now on here I have asked me for the address. I put it in there. Okay, and then I put the city. It's in Hillard, Florida. Okay. All right. So this specific property, let's take a look at it. It's loading. All right. There's my property. I click on it. 21. This is a 3-bedroom house, 1,500 square feet. With 3 acres of land. That is a hell of a lot of land. Okay. All right. I go down and I look. The value today is $89,000 for this property. All right. It's sold. It was listed once for sale at $100,000. It didn't sell at $100,000. All right. And just to see, have an idea. Okay, for this property. So the value today is $86,000. You could see here in the peak in 07 here, it's showing that it was worth about $166. Okay. Today it's worth $89. How much are you paying for it? I'll tell you in just a moment. For this one in Sandstone Lane, the unpaid balance is $46,000. For them left on the mortgage, you're paying $14,000 for that property that's worth $89,000 today. Okay. With a lot of land. That's great, good stuff. So that's one example. Let me give you another example. Here, this one here in Fort Lauderdale, which a lot of you are familiar with. This one's in Fort Lauderdale, 1770 Northwest 26th Avenue. It's 3-bedroom house, 1 bath. Okay. The estimated rent is about $12.44 on this one. It's sold here. The price on this one, the value of this one, is listed. It recently sold actually for about $84,000. but this home, okay, was valued at approximately 195,000 in 2006, mid 2006. Okay, so 196,000, almost $200,000 for this beautiful home. Now I go back to my spreadsheet and I look how much we paid for it, or we're gonna pay for it. This property, there's an unpaid balance of $53,000. $53,000 is the mortgage, and you're paying $16,000. I like that number, $16,000 for a 3-bedroom house that was valued at $200,000. So it's not bad. So there's a lot we could do with these properties. If you just got this email, I don't know when you're getting this, but by the time you get this, sometimes it might be too late. All this might be sold. I send this out as soon as we do a closing for the entire pool. I send it out so that therefore you get the opportunity to grab individual pools, smaller investment, turn these around, make good money. Where are you going to buy a 3-bedroom house, for $16,000? I mean, this is the note, so you actually might. You see, in a typical scenario, what we'll do, for example, for this one, here, let me go to one that you have a higher unpaid balance. Here on Michael Terrace, okay, one option is this guy has a mortgage of $143,000. Okay, we might go to him and tell him, look, we'll cut your mortgage in two. Or we'll refinance you from $143,000. We'll refinance you to $100,000. Now you paid $42,000 for this specific note. Now the guy who's now refinancing from $143,000 here to $100,000, he's happy because we're not foreclosing on his property and his payments just went down tremendously. But at the same time, the same token, you sold the mortgage for $100,000 when you paid $42,000. So that's a $60,000 profit. It's not bad. You made more than double your investment. Another option is we foreclose. The foreclosure is the last option. I'm gonna go through. I go through these points in my other videos. You could take a look at it as to what explanation as what we do with the banknotes, and also you can also look at our website. Look at the bottom of the video if you have this, and there's our contact information and our website. If you got this from someone else, please have them put you send you all of our information immediately so that you don't lose any more time. I did get current BPOs on these properties. I have very up to date in the last 60 days BPOs, broker price opinions. Basically they sent brokers out, the bank sent brokers out to the properties to actually look what's going on, and I have information about every single one of these properties, so I know exactly what the situation is with every one of them, but I can't send that in unless I have an LOI in place. Alright, and a proof of funds. So let's not lose any more time. This is not one of these deals that we got to close in a week. You'll have a due diligence period, but just let's get things rolling. Alright, all the best, good luck, and have a wonderful day.